Good day, this is Mary Jane Cabalona, your guide presenting about market research and its influence on new product. For the headlines, topics that will be tackled are what is market research, how market research works, choose the correct type of market research, primary market research versus secondary market research, what is stage gate product development process, and how to use research for the 5 product development stages. So, what is market research? So, in the simplest term, market research examines consumer behavior and trends in the economy to help a business develop and fine-tune its business idea and strategy. Market research is the process of evaluating the viability of a new service or product through research conducted directly with potential customers. It allows a company to define its target market and get opinions and other feedbacks from customers about their interest in a product or service. Overall, it helps a business understand its target market by gathering and analyzing data. Understanding this more, how market research works. So, as I've mentioned, market research is used to determine the viability of a new product or service. The result may be used to revise the product design and fine-tune the strategy for introducing it to the public. This can include information gathered for the purpose of determining market segmentation. It also informs product differentiation, which is used to tailor advertising. It is a critical component in the research and development or R&D phase of a new product or service introduction. Market research can be conducted in many different ways, including surveys, product testing, interviews, and focus groups. Market research is a critical tool that companies use to understand what consumers want, develop products that those customers will use, and maintain a competitive advantage over other companies in their industry. Moreover, market research helps you determine what the marketing mix should look like, since developing a new product is never just about a product. And that will be all. This is Mary Jane. Thank you.
Hi, I am Jason Abandano from BS Entrepreneurship JD. So for today's topic, I'm going to discuss about the primary market research versus secondary market research. Primary research gathered by the company or by the outside company that it hires secondary research, withdraw an external source of data. Primary research generally fall into 2 categories, explanatory and specific research. Explanatory research is less structured and function via open-ended questions. The questions may be posed in a focus group setting, telephone interviews, or questionnaires. It results in questions or issues that company need to address about the products that it has under development. The specific research delves more deeply into the problems or issues identified in explanatory research. Secondary market research. All market research is informed by the findings of other researchers about the needs and wants of consumers. Secondary research can include population information from the government census data, the trade association research reports, polling results, and research from other businesses operating in the same market sectors. You need to understand, primary research is gathered by the company by an outside company that it hires, and secondary research withdraw external sources of data. The second one is choose the correct type of market research. It's important to understand where the data is coming from and how complete is it. How can you supplement it with the additional research to get the full picture? Let's look the types of research you can and you should combine. First is quantitative market research. Quantitative research focuses on things you can measure and how many people are interested in your type of products, what they are willing to spend on average, has the number been growing, been steady, or are they willing to pay less and less, and if the latter is the case, is the group growing in the size at least? Can you gather information on how happy people are about the product or service? What lacking in this type of information is the motives behind it. For that, you need to qualitative markets research. Qualitative research gives context to the number. Qualitative data often comes from the focus group. You can find a focus group in the people that you survey or by interviewing existing customers that fit with the profiles you're studying. This will help you to get a real-life pictures of consumers' need and consumers' problem. The best person to ask is the one you're trying to fit into buyer's persona. How can a qualitative market research important for your product's development process? It helps you to understand need of your target market better. Conduct research that will steer your product idea generation into the right direction, gathered by a clear consumer's insight and consumer's feedback. The last one is what is stage gate product development process. Creating a new product or enhancing an existing one doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen without a meticulous decision-making process. Typically, product development is broken down into 5 distinct phases or stages. First one is discovery and exploration. The second one is concept screening. The third one is concept testing. The fourth one is future and benefit validation. And the last one is launch. Within a stage gate product development model, each stage is separated by a metaphorical gate. Some gates are more qualitative nature while others are better suited for quantitative research. In a practice, that means our company stopped at each gate to evaluate the project and decided whether to continue the development process. Your other options are putting the project on hold and completely abandoning it to avoid further investment or loss of resources. Market research is what you will utilize at each stage to conduct your assessment and make your decision about advancing to the next phases. So that's all.
Hello everyone, my name is Valenzuela Jester A from Entrepreneurship Reading. The topic is all about how to use research for the 5 product development stages. The purpose of the stage gate process is to provide a framework for idea, product, and service development for organizations. This process helps organizations to generate and evaluate ideas, create prototypes, test products, and launch products. Product development is broken down into 5 distinct phases or stages. Number 1, discovery and exploration. Finding opportunities and needs that support investing in a new product or making major improvements to an existing one is the focus of this stage of product development. For example, you can use research to carry out an initial market analysis and seek for unmet needs that you can address. Does a new product have enough demand in the market? Does the consumer want innovation? Whether you find the right opportunities in your market, you'll be at ease enough to decide whether to go to the next phase. Number 2, concept screening. The second stage of the process entails screening product ideas to collect input on potential enhancements and roadblocks to increase adoption. During this stage, your market research will concentrate on finding suitable target markets and determining which aspect of the concepts they prefer and why. This entails delving deeper into your customer concepts, goals, and motivations. For example, what enhancement and why do they desire in the context of the product or sub-product category? What is the best answer you can provide? Number 3, concept testing. In this stage, it is necessary to test those ideas by determining what your target market prefers. You may gather user feedback and identify which concepts have higher rate of acceptance and what last-minute changes could be made to adapt the concept to consumer preferences. For example, by using surveys and interviews that make use of max diffs or scaling, A/B testing, or monadic testing. Number 4, future and benefit evaluation. At this stage, you'll improve your value proposition, messaging, and marketing by gathering quantitative feedback to validate features and benefits that you discover were critical in previous stages. For example, how much do certain features impact preference, what benefits resonate most, and what should you communicate to attract the widest audience. Number 5, launch. The final stage involves the launch of your product. You must conduct some last market research, such as price elasticity test. The key is knowing how specific characteristics influence buying intent and price sensitivity. For example, which future combination are most popular and what prices, and how much are they willing to pay for this product.